the power of factory reset!
Welcome back to Pokémon Crystal. In the last part, we finally finished the thing.
Will.
What does that say, Will? Can't read it.
Oh, that just says my university's library.
Oh.
No, I'm not. Everything's good. Everything's great, dude.
Yeah, sorry,
What
Will,
time
I'm
are
not
we
falling
at?
for that anymore.
What time are we at?
27, 28,
Oh
29,
fuck!
30, 31, 32, 33. You there now?
Yes.
Yeah, you see, Will, you pulled that shit, enough times that this time I didn't fall for it, and wouldn't you know, it was the one time where it was actually the case. So in other words, fuck you.
So YouTube autoplay brought me to part 24, and somebody was like, "Hey, we're on 34," but I didn't hear the 30 part. I just heard the 4 part, and I was like, "Yeah, there's a 4. Nice, good job, Will. High five." And then you were like, "Part 34," and I was like, "Oh no."
I heard you say, wait, 34?
Yeah, I heard that. It was pretty genuine.
As did I. But
Oh my god. Anyway, so I got this book today, and you guys can see the girth of the book, right? It's a pretty,
Yes,
it's
sir.
a pretty girthy book, girthier than my penis.
It's a,
Really timing for that sound.
yeah, I skipped the sequence at the,
You didn't. I wanted to see how fucking bad you were at gambling, even though gambling is not a skill-based thing
You
in any
see,
way
I was
whatsoever.
originally going to do that, but the part actually went on for so long with that in, that I just decided to say fuck it and cut it out.
That's good enough.
Go to Grandma's shop.
So
Yeah,
this book is a
this
big
place that was originally the Team Rocket hideout is now a shop run by an old lady.
Aww.
so it's a book. How big?
Dude, what if she is actually just Team Rocket?
She's the entirety of Team Rocket.
Yep.
Mm.
There she is.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, this book is a bibliography. It is not a book. It is just a bibliography. It has 927 pages.
Oh my god.
933 pages of just bibliographies. You know what the first chapter is?
What?
It's a bibliography. It is 60 pages. A 60-page bibliography referencing other bibliographies on the same topic. Look, academia, I know you're trying to take yourself seriously and all, but weesh.
Please.
It's a 60-page bibliography of other.
That's
Love the
crazy, dude.
bibliographies.
God, I just can't fucking. You know what it is? It's a bibliography of English history. That's what it is. That's all it is.
You sure like the word bibliography.
Bibliography. Today is probably the day that I've said bibliography the most.
Yeah.
Just
I'd be willing to put
something
money on
weird
that.
each time.
I can tell
Bibliography?
you that I actually haven't used the word bibliography in years.
Well, you just did, so I just ruined your streak for you. Fuck.
Oh, such a hard bait, bro. Hook, line, sinker, that kid.
Okay.
Did you just say creamed or reamed?
I said they say reamed, yeah.
reamed. That
It's
was it.
fucking reamed, kid.
Dude, so the first time somebody used the term reamed, I was
You're reamed with
very
your-
confused because the only experience I had with the word ream was the measurement of the amount of sheets of paper you have in a printer.
I feel like we've had this
Which is,
conversation.
I think if I recall correctly, it's 500 sheets of paper is a ream. And somebody was like, "Dude, you got reamed," and I was like, "How many?"
How many did I get?
Also, so when I first learned about that word, it was because a kid decided to print a website at my elementary school,
Okay.
and my teacher was telling me, he's like, "Do not try to print the entire website. Be sure to only print Word documents because it printed a whole comment section." And the dude printed literally 4.5 reams of paper.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's fucking 200. 2,000.
I just want to point out.
25.
I just want to point out it was a comment section. Think about how many profanity was in there to begin with.
Holy
Comment section
God.
for what?
I have
What
no
website could
idea.
have that many comments.
this was before YouTube was banned in our district, so it might have been YouTube.
Even then, what video had fucking?
So actually, no, wait, that's not it,
pages
because
worth-
you know what? Actually, it might be, because the thought of an elementary schooler trying to print a video like totally makes sense to me.
YouTube
Printing a
wasn't banned in our district until like about halfway through our 6th grade year.
Yeah, because some
was
kid was
bad.
watching, like, there was, like, somebody got, like, porn onto YouTube, and some kid was watching it,
I'm 12, and what is this?
and somebody was like, yeah, dude, somebody watched porn on YouTube, and they got this whole district banned from YouTube, and I was like, oh, yeah, it was me, like, as a joke, and, like, I got bullied, because I jokingly said it was fucking me.
Oh my god.
Well.
It took,
That-
like, a week
I mean-
for me to convince people that it wasn't me.
It wasn't banned in high school.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But you know what I do remember?
Oh, I got a high school.
So
I
like,
got a high school, too.
they had the like they'd always have like the middle school like 8th graders and whatnot participate in the homecoming parade.
Oh,
For like the high school's homecoming parade. And so our class went over to the high school to get ready for that. And I don't know what the band teacher was like having that used for. Probably just for like this is probably just for like looking at various music related sites to and like you know like turning in
oh,
like,
the computer in
certain
the band room?
recordings and whatnot, and or like you know maybe like grade stuff or something. But apparently the students had access to that to use during that. Probably like
It's because
during
he
like
left it
lunch
on
and
all the
whatnot.
time. He never turned it on. He actually yelled at people for turning it off.
But I remember that but the first thing that I remember walking into the room was like there was like a piece of paper saying this computer can students are not allowed to use this computer anymore. Somebody was caught looking at hentai.
Yeah, I remember that. I also remember,
They specified.
Yeah,
they said
specified
hentai.
that it was
Oh my
hentai.
god.
probably because they had one of the seniors in the band program make it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, yeah, somebody was looking at like Japanese cartoon porn, and they're like, oh, that's hentai, and so they just put hentai.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just about all the students are gonna know what that word means anyway, so.
Oh yeah.
True, true.
I have a story if you're gonna say yours first if you want.
I don't really have a story. I just like
Alright.
talking to myself.
That's fair. So my high school's band story was a year before I came, and this was before they implemented the Cisco software protection system.
Yes.
I like how Gabe still just blatantly
Golding
says
is
the name of his school.
really.
I was just
think
gonna
I'm
listen.
looking
Wait.
Pokemon up.
I didn't say.
Yeah, you did.
I said Cisco, which is a brand.
Before
It's
Crystal?
not.
that, you said the
No,
name.
don't worry
I did?
about it.
Alright.
Now I'm gonna have
um,
to cut that out, asshole.
Golding looks like a beta fish.
It's a false habit.
Anyway, continue.
Anyway, yeah. So the year before I came, so this was an 8th grader. I was an 8th grader, and the person, this was in the computer lab, which is in the library. Keep in mind the way the school is formatted is the computers are in rows.
Oh,
you
started
have-
Discord, Noti.
Messaging me about something. Ah, fuck off. Okay. So the way that this format is, there's these big windows, like you know how like banks have like the really large windows. I'd say it's similar to that vein. Obviously not as big, but they're very large windows, and in the hallways you can see into the library, and you can see what what's hip hop happened in the library, right? Scholastic book fairs and all that gang shit. So yeah, reading. So this was after hours, and there were a couple kids in there. They're working on projects or whatever. And there was one kid who was in the far corner to the far left. If you go in and you look left, the far left corner, there was some kid there, working on something supposedly. And one of the kids who was going in there was turning in a book after hours, and as he was leaving, he saw what the kid was was doing, and according to the story, he had 10 Pornhub tabs open.
Oh my god, 10?
Yeah, all a different video.
I mean,
Can you imagine 10 Pornhub video tabs of the same video?
I mean, I could realistically understand, like, maybe 3 of them being open, but, like, 10?
10 is just bad web browsing habits.
So the dude goes to the librarian and says, "Hey, that kid is like watching like porn over there, or whatever." And like the teacher says, the librarian says, "No, there's no way. Like these computers are like protected by like an antivirus software that like blocks this kind of websites." The librarian goes over and catches him, right? And she asks like, "How did you do this?" And what he did was he disabled all of the cookies.
Oh!
So that means he could have factory resetted the computer.
Oh my god!
So he disabled the cookies to prevent them from factory resetting the computer.
Oh my
And
god.
the factory reset the computer so he could do whatever he wanted.
What a fucking madman.
Actual
Wow.
That
fucking
man is
God.
living in the year
Bro.
38.
Dude is
That man
desperate.
And so you know, next year I go to the school and he's graduated, which is the funniest meme ever, aside from beating his meat in the library, 10 different videos. So like, and everyone like so the seniors that are like, while I'm a freshman, are talking about it because they were like junior as well. That kid is a senior, so we're talking about it. And for my first show, Fiddler on the Roof, my first ever show, I was listening to one of the stories that our lead, who's playing Tevye, was playing, Keenan, and he said, "You know, I really don't like this new Cisco like security software." And I was like, how hasn't it always been here? He's like, "No, they just put it in recently. It's been like really messing up like the Wi-Fi and stuff." And I was like, "Why'd they put it in?" And he's like, "I think some kid was like slapping his meat around in the library." And it was the phrasing that really got to me, and I was like, "This is
Yeah.
gonna be a good school.
Oh, welcome to high
It's gonna
school.
be a good game." So that's my.
Oh, hey, it's Butterfree. Remember Butterfree?
Butter's not
Um,
free. I like
it's-
get it for like some.
It's not a space station. I don't like it.
Oh, right. So, yeah, that's it. Like, that's actually one of the things that was kind of on my mind when he was telling, like, when you were telling this story. I was like, the guy has like 10 tabs of Pornhub open. Like, I cannot in my right mind picture somebody looking at porn and not slapping their meat around.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. If you have 10 tabs, so here's what's really, really important. 10 tabs. I'm going to, from here on out, assume that the story is accurate in the fact that it was 10 tabs. That means
That's what I've heard, at least.
that he cannot look at more than one video at a time. Which means that, so let's assume he's right-handed, alright? So that makes it easy because you operate the keyboard with your left hand most of the times. So maybe he's smart and he's got control tab, you know, he knows how to operate that, and control shift tab to go back one, you know, neat fucking shit. So he's got that, right? And what he's doing is just like to maximize it. It's just like every like 4 seconds, he's just like tabbing over one. Cause like maybe this is too personal, but if I have multiple videos up, I tile it. Like Windows 10 supports that. Windows 7 supported that. Or you could just you grab the window. It's actually really great for working on school projects as well.
Wow.
And I learned this actually for working on school projects, and I just applied it to pornography. But you take the window, you push it, you slap the meat against the side of your monitor, and then it'll automatically fill up half the screen, and then it'll be like,
God.
"Oh, hey, you're trying to do a thing. You want to do the thing on the other side?" And you're like, "Fuck yeah, give me that fucking hentai." Actually, this is my Steam library that is up. Not hentai. Really close. Almost hentai. And like you can do it so that like, oh hey, I wanna fucking like if you hit Windows up on one of the monitors, then it'll quarter it, so it takes up a quarter of the screen, and then you can have all your other little doobobs, and so you can. It's like really. So now I've got like YouTube on half my screen, Steam on a quarter, and my file browser on the other quarter. And it's just pictures of haikus from Nichijou. That's my entire pictures folder. Which is really, after a bath, I drink a glass of milk and pretend to be drunk. They're just cute. Actually, that's the only one I have. I have a picture of Mio, her older sister.
I bet all the
with a
Pokemon are going
rolled-up
to be
newspaper, saying,
I never finished Nichijou.
I never did either. But my roommate and I both do kendo, and you know Mio's older sister does kendo. I don't know if you knew that, but she does.
I'm like
She's
15 episodes in, and the last time I watched an episode was years ago.
I was gonna say it is revealed in the first 15 episodes somewhere. I don't remember when. But she puts a king in her strawberry shortcake. It takes the strawberry out and like replaces it with the king as like a meme. But Mio's like, I'm fucking explaining a scene from an anime.
No, keep going. I'm really interested.
My life is at a new level.
I'm just baffled. Keep going.
And she gets really mad because she's like, I wanted to eat the fucking strawberry, right? And so she rolls up a newspaper, and her sister's just sitting on the floor in seiza, which is like the Japanese like kind of sitting when you're like sitting on your feet, you know?
Is that like when you are like doing Zen meditation?
Yeah. That kind of. Alright, I think so. Do they? I only know the not Zen meditation. No. Oh wait, I don't know. They all wear the goofy pants, so I can't tell. No, not that. No. So.
Oh yeah, that's the Zen
You're
meditation.
sidetracking him.
Sorry.
That's right. Anyway,
I heard a word I recognized.
So anyway, so this says all right, and she's just sitting there in her like kendo uniform and armor, and she's like, haha, pranked you, I put a thing in your thing instead of what it was supposed to be in there.
I put a thing in your thing.
And so she was really mad, so she hit her in the head with the newspaper and said men, because that's what you say when you hit somebody in the head in kendo.
Yeah.
And that's my roommate and I, because we'll hit each other in the head sometimes and say men. And then I have another where she says dough and hits her in the stomach, because that's dough. But she also has a lemon meringue pie on her head. Here, I'll show you the image. It's a good image.
Hold on. Okay, so before you like continue this, I just want to get one thing out of the way that I've been trying to say for a little while now. If that guy had 10 whole tabs of porn open, he was planning on watching like 10 videos, and he's got to have like endurance of steel there.
Normally for me it's like 40 minutes of like finding the video and like half jerking off, and then finding one video for like 30 seconds. Just fucking going to town. Maybe not 30 seconds, but you get the idea. It's like flying, where it's like, so I know a pilot, right? And he was like, you know what flying is? It's 5 minutes of absolute fucking terror and like 4 hours of just bliss. Because you take off and you're like, I might die. And then you're in the air and you're like, neat. And then you're like landing and you're like, I might die.
Oh, yeah. And then you amateur. Ooh, once again,
amateur hour. Amateur hour.
Once again, showing the pause menu.
I've already explained why I'm using an emulator. I don't need to explain nothing to you anymore.
What? Explain. You see, Pot of Greed allows me to draw 2 cards.
You'll never guess what kind of monster lurks in my deck. Tell me. Oh, you'll find out. I'm about to summon it.
Stuff like that really makes me enjoy watching Yu-Gi-Oh!
I like when Kaiba says stuff like, oh look, it's the nerd herd.
Wait. I have a question.
I don't remember that.
Kaiba just says these things in the dub every now and then. Look at that.
I like how you can
Dorkfest is
skate
in
around on
session.
the ice.
Gabe, I have a question for you.
I perhaps have an answer.
So this might be another Smash Team meme.
Gabe doesn't have an answer.
Because it's related to food.
Ooh.
but I'm still interested.
Oh my
Okay.
God. We are still doing the food tangents.
What is your opinion on yogurt?
Yogurt?
Hmm.
Does it have to be Greek or is this a general thing?
Any kind of yogurt.
Okay. When done correctly, like if like I've had some like local Greek yogurt where like I watched them make it, like it's in the food market. Shit's really good. But if I go to the store and like, you know, I see like Activia or like Chobani or like Yoplait, then like I'm like, I'll pass. And when I have it, I'm like, yeah, I know why I passed. So basically, if it's done right, yogurt is phenomenal. But when done poorly, fucking sucks.
It can be really watery if it's done poorly.
I ask this because I personally, as an American citizen, fucking hate yogurt.
Alright, that's fair.
I really just dislike it. I've made a rule when I go out and I live on my own. Yogurt's not allowed in my apartment. I just really don't like yogurt.
What's
Do you
your
like
favorite
it
kind
in
of,
smoothies?
No,
Okay.
I don't like yogurt.
What's your favorite kind of milk?
You know, I don't like milk.
Why
Now, that
does
one I kinda
Will
have a
just have
problem
like
with.
the why did like I know I said this before, but why does Will just have the worst food takes ever?
Oh, I don't like milk and yogurt either. I mean,
I will eat milk in
Wait.
things.
How do you
I'm
eat
sorry?
milk?
So wait, hold on.
How many
Oh my
bites
God,
of water does it take?
like 500 people just started following me on Tumblr. What's happening?
Dude, no, I was in French class
Did you
once.
post something that got
Holy shit.
popular?
I
was in
something I
French
posted a while ago.
And
How many of them are porn bots?
Oh, I block porn bots on site.
Yeah,
so
so do I.
none. Yeah.
You were in French class.
I was in French class, and so in French, you don't say "I don't like French fries." You would say "I
This
don't
is
like."
the forbidden sentence.
Forbidden sentence.
Like if you say it, you just get fucking killed. Like the French government just fucking kills you.
No. If you say that, you just die.
On the spot.
Yeah. So you would say, "Je n'aime pas frites." You would say frites being French fries. You would say, "I don't like the French fries." Put the in front of it, so you would say like,
Spanish does that too.
yeah. Je n'aime pas le lait or whatever.
I don't know French. I can't help you.
But you say you put the in front of it.
Mhm.
And fucking, she was like, basically what you're referring to is like, if you say like, I don't like French fries, you're referring to like a specific kind of French fries, which is weird because in English it's the other way around, right? If I said I don't like the French fries, it sounds like I'm talking about a very specific kind of French fry, right?
Mhm.
But like in French, it's like the other way around.
Yeah.
And she's like, basically, when you say the French fries, you're referring to like the idea of French fries
Yeah.
or the idea of cheese. And the guy sitting next to me goes, "Yeah, I don't like the idea of cheese. It's just chewable milk."
That's true. Oh, it's chewable concentrated milk. It's the grossest thing ever.
Oh, I was like, what? Like I was just.
I'd be howling, bro. That's just fucking.
But yeah, Spanish does the same thing too. Like, I don't like French fries. Would be no me gusta las papitas fritas. And so it's like you do the I don't like the French fries.
Yeah, it's just fucking. Holy, oh my god, I fucking lost it.
I like French fries in general, but you know I don't like those French fries. I don't like the French fries that are here.
Dude, nice demonstrative, Evan.
Oh, look at
Wow.
you sliding. That's hilarious. You just go wee.
Dude,
It's
actually,
the
it's
ice
very
pack,
annoying.
which is actually significantly less frustrating than anything related to ice in a Zelda game.
It's like that's a game one of my friends showed me. It's like a murder game. It's all blocky. I don't know.
But what you're supposed to do
Hunger.
is you're supposed to drop these rocks into holes. so that you
Minecraft
can
clue.
maneuver This area,
Whoa.
but you won't
Murder
be able to
mystery
maneuver this area
Minecraft.
otherwise. In other words, the design has taken advantage of the fact that there's only 4 directional movement instead of 8.
Hmm.
So I just turned on I just opened up the Twitter app
Uh-huh.
and
Were you about to say I just turned on the Twitter?
yes.
I've
No,
activated the light.
I just found this post that says in Super Mario 64, you know that, like Gabe, you know there's this giant hole in the Rolling Rocks room in Hazy Maze Cave, right?
Yeah.
If you remove the darkness effect from that hole, it reveals that it is directly above Dory's underground lake, and that a death plane was placed from the hole to prevent Mario from falling through into the lake.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Oh,
Also, I just want to point out that tonight's episode of Dragon Ball Super on Toonami is the baseball episode.
Oh, big swinger Yamcha, bro.
Yamcha assumes
MVP of
the
the game.
pose again.
Bro, I know, MVP.
That also means that last week's episode was the Dr. Slump crossover.
oh wait. Oh shit. Oh no, I did it
Okay.
wrong. Just you fucking wait, Gabe.
Alright.
Sounds like Will is mad at Gabe, but I couldn't possibly imagine why.
I'm not mad. I'm.
He's very nettled.
Dude,
His
don't make me
jimmies are
laugh.
rustled.
I was gonna say
Don't
that.
make me laugh right now. Hold on, I'm doing some very important scientific work.
Gotcha. Are you opening 10-point up tabs?
Uh-oh. You gotta choose carefully what direction you go.
You gotta choose carefully what porn
Whoa!
you open.
You never know, bro. Face setting might turn into.
Will, I swear to God, if the sound of you slapping your feet on the computer screen is caught on your microphone, I'm banning you from Smash.
I'm not gonna slap my meat on the
I didn't
computer
think anybody
screen.
was.
This fucking guy. Expo?
Yeah, I can make noises too, Gabe.
That's a fucking joke.
These, like, ice patches seem so difficult because you don't have a whole view of where you're going when you're sliding.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not that big of a deal because you actually can't access, the, area that you need to get to until you, push these boulders into holes.
Oh, okay,
And
I
I
see.
forgot how to do this puzzle when recording it, so I got stuck here for a little while.
I can see the trial and error happening.
Yeah.
So to
Well,
just
okay,
to, just to
watching
clar-
the trial and error happening was the result of me just being just so weary from editing such a long part that, I didn't even want to bother.
So just to make sure we're all on the same page, you're moving those rocks over the holes, and the puzzle will be complete when all the rocks are on all the holes.
Yeah, you'll be able to maneuver yourself over to, the platform in the middle, which will get you to the next area required.
Yeah. Cool, thank you.
I don't like when Golback closes his mouth because then his entire body shrinks.
He
No,
turns into a bean.
Very
you
good.
weren't here when we were talking about this, but I'm gonna send you a picture of Gold that was closed.
What'd you say?
I I said you didn't see this. You weren't here when we talked about this before, but I'm gonna send you a picture of.
No, I know what picture you're talking about. I've seen it in the anime where he's flying with his mouth closed.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
You see the beat.
It's pretty spooky.
But that does make sense because when his mouth opens, it's like his jaw doesn't move. It just
No,
So
so,
you would
what
think that
happens
his
is
whole
there's just a
body
bunch of skin that just like folds up that you.
It just has
Yeah.
a big lip.
yeah, like
Alright.
13 chins.
Imagine
Where
being
did
able to
this image go?
pull your lip over your fucking head.
Oh.
I'd get like a piercing, but it's not really a piercing. I just get like 2 holes for like under my chin, so when I pull it like my lip over my face, it's like a mask.
That's awesome.
So I could rob
Oh,
banks and be like,
So
Do I have? Is that Coke?
no,
Am I doing a line of Coke?
no, those are. So that's a scene from The Simpsons.
What?
Where
Yeah,
you know the picture where it's just like file photo.jpg or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And it's just a picture of
You're
Homer with
posting
like.
things in the Discord chat. My eyes are on the video screen right now, so.
I was making a meme.
Oh wait, no, you didn't post something there. You just. Oh wait.
a
Oh wait,
picture
yeah,
of
yeah,
you
yeah,
with
yeah. I
your
see what
mouth.
you did.
It's a
Yeah,
very
he posted a
nuanced
picture
meme.
of me with my prism glasses and he did something to it.
I
Yeah,
put
no,
a
I
bunch
see
of
what it is.
cigarettes in Carrie's mouth because she did a lot of weed. That's supposed to be representative of you doing
Okay.
weed.
smoke weed every day.
Okay, but I want to point out that actually, Homer has a ton of hilarious file photos.
Is it not just?
No. They do this kind of
I
joke all
love
the
this
time.
music. I see this every time.
Bro,
Yeah,
there's my
I'll
boy.
post
So I
Type
Google
version.
search
Chat,
file
the rest of-
photo.
The rest of-
Whoa!
Click on a file.
Scream!
Dude, bro, damn. Typhlosion look like a
I'm gonna
defender on
post
a
it
basketball
in the
team.
Discord chat.
Damn, bro.
Oh hey, is Carrie's
Oh, I
favorite
see.
music playing? Yeah, it did.
Typhlosion looks like he's about to fucking D up, bro.
Except for Will edited the cigarettes so they're in my nose.
Yeah. Carrie
Not
didn't
your
make a
nose, your
comment,
mouth,
So I kind of
you
zoned
big
out, but yeah,
My
Carrie's
mouth is
favorite music
closed.
played.
Yeah, well, I had to, Carrie. I can't open your mouth for you, Carrie. You have to do that yourself. If you want to send me a picture with you, actually, I have a picture of you with your mouth open. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, is it that one when I was petting the cat? Here, I can
don't know.
send you another one.
No,
Anyway,
here, I think I have it.
more file photos from The Simpsons, just cause, and the people watching can just Google it.
Final footage. Nice. Good meme.
Wait, maybe I don't anymore.
Here I go.
Thanks, Carrie.
You're welcome.
I like how, like because of the prisms, it looks like you have snail eyes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You guys can see my eyes.
That's what I mean.
Oh my god, I can't. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, I'm actually really weirded out by this.
Dude, what's the fucking origin of the term weirded out?
Weird.
Louse.
You can see my eyes in the prisms.
It was originally I'm weirded loud.
Well,
But
that's
then
something that
the
Will just
singular of louse is out. So
It's lace.
Dude, wait,
You know,
are you ready?
I think it's time I cut off this
you've-
recording
you've
before this
told
whole
me the thing
commentary
was-
falls apart.
you've told me the thing with lice and louse. and
Okay,
lousy.
I'm glad, I'm glad.
That's what I'm quoting the meme.
Oh,
I'm doing a
the
throwback.
singular of louse is lice.
See you next time, ladies and gentlemen.